Good evening, Salt and Piper again. This is getting ridiculous. I've like 2 videos in, what, 2 weeks? Unheard of. Excuse the girly scarf, but you know, needs must. As you can see, I'm in the Salubrious Executive Smoking Lounge. I'm not actually piping today. I have a Cincillero, or Cingolero, I don't know, whatever. Not as nice as the Nub Maduro that our friend Duncan kindly gifted to me the other day, which was very nice. But yeah, these are all right for everything. I mean, I got this from. Actually, I got this as a Christmas present, but you can buy them from White's in Southampton for I think about £5 each or something, so it's not too bad. They're okay. And we have some Kopparberg mixed fruit. There you go. In the man cave, as I say. I'll tell you, I might take a photo and post it on the end of here, but I wish you could see the shonky mechanism that I rigged up to hold this iPad steady. It consists of bungee straps hanging off the wing mirror of my motorbike. So if it falls, if you hear a crash, that's what it is. But we have some good news on the man cave front. I was around the daddy's house the other day, and apparently he's getting himself a new shed, and because he's of the opinion his one's knackered. So I went to have a look at it, and there's nothing wrong with it. It just needs a new couple bits of 8x4 timber and some new roofing felt, and that's it. But so he's buying himself a new shed, so I'm getting his old one. It's not huge. It's only like a, I don't know, 8x6 or 8x10 or something like that. Yeah, but so he's going to let me have his old one, so I'm going to stick that up in the garden, and that's going to be the proper deluxe executive. I keep looking in the wrong way. Camera's there. The proper deluxe executive smoking lounge. So that'll be good. It's because I'm looking at myself on the screen rather than at the camera. So yeah, so that's going to be the new deluxe executive smoking lounge, which will be very good. I look forward to that. I've got a slight challenge of getting the shed actually round here, so I'm have to go and hire a van or something. I mean, they only live, I don't know, not even a mile away. It seems a bit of a shame to have to go and hire a van for the sake of probably a 1 mile trip, because the shorter bits I could get on the roof of the car, but I don't think I'm going to get a full shed panel on the roof, but we'll see how we get on. What else? Daughter number 1 done us proud by failing her driving test today again for the 4th time. I think she's one of life's pedestrians, to be honest. So yeah, so she's in a mood because she failed her driving test again. She's now decided that she's had enough with manual cars and she only wants to drive an automatic, so we'll see what happens. Number 1 son just got, literally an hour ago, got back from a rugby tour to Holland. His main I think thing he brought back from the trip, so they went to Rotterdam and Amsterdam. Yes, I know, Amsterdam. His main thing he brought back from there, apart from probably fucking syphilis or something, was that Amsterdam is very pretty. There's a lot of push bikes, and they are crap at rugby. Because I think they beat the Dutch team something like 60-0 or something like that. So, but as we know, I mean, to be fair, the Dutch aren't exactly renowned rugby players, are they? So there we go. So that was number 1 son's just got back. Work-wise, still busy. Got a project kicking off next week. Just a little project, just to get my eye back in, and another one kicking off later this month, and then the big one kicking off in July. So just appointed the contractor for that. Well, the first stage contractor, and should be kicking off in July. So that'll keep me busy for the next couple of years. It'll be really exciting. We're building, basically, we're building a brand new tropical house. So it's going to be it's a sort of steel frame with an ETFE roof, you know, like sort of, I don't know if you know, sort of similar to, you know, at the Eden project, that sort of roof. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to have all tropical planted and raised walkways, and it's going to have what we house in sloth and mouse deer, agoutis, saki monkeys, TT monkeys. It's going to have a big aquarium, Roti Island turtles, tortoises, leafcutter ants. It's going to have 2 big crocodile monitor lizards and all sorts of things. It's going to be awesome as it's done. I mean, it's not going to be. It's like, you know, best part of 18 months, 2 years to build it and get it all settled in, and then plants grown and everything else. So, but that'll be good. Counting down the days now as well. Another 5 weeks. 5 weeks. 4 or 5 weeks, and we fly off to Antigua for a couple of weeks, which I'm looking forward to. The downside is that we're going for a wedding, basically. The wife's, it's a bit complicated, but basically the wife's stepmum is marrying what was Emma's dad's best friend. It's all a bit weird. Don't fucking ask, I don't get it, but we're happy, who cares. So we're going over for their wedding, and I'm best man, and the downside to that is that the chap who's the groom is Scottish, so unfortunately I do have to wear a kilt, which I have actually already got. So you never know, maybe at some point, if I'm feeling brave, I might post you a picture, although some people have already seen it because I actually posted it on my Facebook page. So Tim Duncan and anybody else that subscribes to me on Facebook, it would have already seen a picture of me in a kilt, which is quite a scary thought, actually. So there we go, yeah, just a little hello, and looking forward to the man cave. Yeah, weekend, what did the weekend? Saturday, did some work on the bike, just service. Well, I didn't service. In fact, my youngest daughter, who's 12, serviced my bike for me, did an oil change and everything. I mean, I obviously showed her what to do, but she did pretty much all of it. I was really proud of her, actually. She did really well, changed all the oil, changed the oil filter, checked all the tyres and everything. She did brilliant. Sunday I did a charity motorbike ride from from Weymouth down to Exmouth. So all told, obviously I went from home sort of thing. So I did about, I don't know, 230 miles round trip yesterday. Weather was all right. It was supposed to rain, but the rain held off all day. Didn't really get, a couple of spots, but didn't really get wet at all. It was a really good fun ride. This is the second year running I've done it, actually. It's good fun, really well organised. The only downside to it was, after leaving Exmouth, riding back, and some absolute blooming bell end, but he pulled out in front of me, didn't he? Literally, I was riding along, he just pulled out of a side road straight in front of me. Fortunately, I sort of saw him in advance, and I sort of braked, you know, not too heavily, but I sort of braked and was hanging off the horn, and you know, and what pissed me off more so than the fact he pulled out in front of me was the fact that as I looked at him as he went past, he was flicking me the V's. So I had a little bit of road rage red mist, and I have to admit I did sort of spin the bike in the road and quite literally I didn't actually intend to do it, but quite literally wheelied down the road after him. But I think I chased him for about, I don't know, 45 seconds, a minute maybe, and then common sense prevailed and I let him go and carried on. But that was a little bit of red mist, I must admit. So the moral of the story there is, if you pull out in front of a biker, just say sorry, don't flick him the V's, alright? To be honest, if he'd done it half an hour earlier when I had about 150 other bikers lined up behind me, I don't think he'd have got off so lightly. But anyway, there we go. So yeah, so there we go, that little update from Salt and Piper. See you soon. Bye bye.